Hey, what's up guys, it's Roy here. So today I have the OtterBox Commuter Series case here for the Google Pixel 8a. This comes in around 39 bucks on Amazon with Prime shipping. So I'll be sure to link it down in the description for you if you want to scoop this up. And big thank you to OtterBox for sending this out for review. So the box looks pretty much like any other OtterBox box that you've seen. If you go to Best Buy or whatever the case is, this is what they look like. So you can touch the case, you can see that it says Commuter Series there. You can see that it is Drop Plus tested to 3 times military standard, which is insane. Dual layer defense, has a port cover to help the block and dust out. Made for Google Pixel, which means that they did partner up with Google to get this just right. And it is 5G compatible. And if you look here on the back, wireless charging capability, secure grip, etc., 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 and made with more than 35% of recycled plastic, if you do care about that kind of stuff. So let's get this out. So literally you just pop that open and slide the case out. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. Now it did come with all this like little white stuff all over it, so let me get it cleaned up real quick. All right, so there we go, got it cleaned up a little bit more. There's still some stuff on there, so when it came shipped from UPS, inside of the packaging that they used for like bubble wrap and stuff like that, it just got these little white little pieces of junk all over it. But anyways, there it is, looks pretty dang good. As I mentioned, it is a dual layer case, as you can see, so you have a harder polycarbonate shell and then of course a TPU interior. It is not necessary at all to take it apart technically to install it. You don't need to do so. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy on. But one thing I do want to point out is that just insane cool pattern inside, Drop Plus branding there. So it's super rugged. I mean, even look at that right there, just all those little pockets all over the place for cushioning the drop. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy on. So I'm gonna just kind of pop it in here and boom, there we go. Now, like I mentioned, I don't need to technically take it apart to install it, but you totally can if you want to. But as you can see there, I was able to do it pretty easily. And there is the back of the phone case. So as you can see there, super hard material. It is pretty smooth. It is an easy to get in and out of your pocket type of material and case. You do have some grippy parts here at the bottom. That's the TPU poking through. That's going to help with grip on like surfaces and stuff like that. We do have some OtterBox branding there as well. And then that's the visor cutout there. So it's just one chunky cutout. And you can see that the lenses are nicely recessed in there as well, which looks pretty dang good. So no complaints really in the department of the back. And like I said, man, just that stuff is all over this dang case. But now if we look at the side here, you can see kind of what we got working with. So very, very grippy right here. So that's that TPU material. Then you got these ridges here that really are going to help with some extra grip. You got a squared off volume up and down and power button. And then that's kind of where the polycarbonate bleeds over and then goes back to TPU a little bit. And then if we look here at the bottom, you can see that we do have 2 nice cutouts for the speakers. And then that's where that port flap is, which we can pop down. It does nicely seal up if you want to protect it from dust and, you know, junk in your pockets and stuff like that. The only thing that I'm not a fan of when it comes to these flaps is whenever you do go to charge it, once you do plug in a charger. So for example, like, let me just grab this USB-C that I have here. If I plug it in, then you can see that the port flap kind of just goes up against it. Now it's not really pushing up against it or messing with it, to be honest with you, but I have seen where, like, for example, like the Defender series, it's a little bit stronger and it seems to kind of push the charging cable. So this one's not so much, as you can see there. So I'm not really going to complain about that, but it is something to point out that it does push up against the charging cables that you use to plug up the device, but it seals up nicely and looks good. And then on this side, it's just that very grippy pattern once again, and kind of the same bleed over, just like on the other side. And then we have a squared off cutout there for the noise canceling microphone up top. So that's the look, guys. Now, if we look at the face view here, kind of on the side, you can see that we do have some really nice lips going around the screen, so no issues at all with that. And if you look at it from this angle, you can see that this is a little bit chunkier. So it's not the slimmest case out there for this device, but the point is that it is rugged, but not like super duper thick. So just kind of something to point out. And then it is that TPU material, so it is super grippy, and you do have a really nice generous cutout there for the speaker up top as well. So that's just kind of the look, and it is tempered glass friendly. So now let's go ahead and do my wobble test that I love doing. So face down, there is no shaking going on at all. And if we go back down, there is no shaking going on in either. So it is a very non-wobbly case, which is a good thing. So now let's go ahead and see how clicky these power button and volume up and down buttons are. So let's start with the power button. All right, pretty clicky. Volume up and down. Yeah, very clicky. So no issues at all. So if you like clicky and tactile and responsive buttons, this is going to do just fine for you. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and do the Qi wireless charging test. Now I do have just a MagSafe charger with me, but if I slap it on, you can see the animation there, and it is wirelessly charging with ease with a dual layer case like this. So no issues at all with wireless charging. So if you have a MagSafe charger or a Qi wireless charger, you know, whatever, it's all gonna do just fine. And then it is able to do, you know, Google Pay and all that stuff as well. So, so overall, guys, I mean, for the money, it's a rugged case. As you can see there, that does sometimes bother me that I can do that very easily. It's not just like super snug, but it does adhere fine to the sides. Like I've dealt with this before with other OtterBox cases and don't really have any issues with it. But once again, it is that grippy material there. It is an easy to get in and out of your pocket case, like I said, so you're not going to deal with any fingerprints or any smudges on the back of this case. But the other portions are very much a lint magnet. I mean, as you can see just around there, I mean, it is definitely going to grab some stuff out of your pockets, like especially once it gets into those little crevices there of the kind of grippy pattern there. But all in all, you can't go wrong with OtterBox. I mean, you get what you pay for. It's a really good case. And it does come in other colors as well. So like I said, I'll have a link down in the description. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.